our King. When you are burdened down with sorrow and care, oh, brother, bring on and on, God will answer your prayer. Our King, when you are burdened down with sorrow and care, bring on, and God will answer your prayer.
Good job, Miles. I think Lori's going to come up and sing one now. It's called The Welcome Table.
I'm gonna sit at the welcome table. I'm gonna sit at the welcome table one of these days. I'm gonna sit at the welcome table. Gonna sit at the welcome table one of these days. One of these days. I'm gonna feast on milk and honey. I'm gonna feast on milk and honey one of these days. I'm gonna feast on milk and honey. Gonna feast on milk and honey one of these days. One of these days. I'm gonna tell God how you treat me. I'm gonna tell God how you treat me one of these days. I'm gonna tell God how you treat me. Gonna tell God how you treat me one of these days. One of these days. Welcome table. Gonna sit at the welcome table one of these days. One of these days. All God's children gonna sit together. All God's children gonna sit together one of these days. Hallelujah. All God's children gonna sit together. All of God's children gonna sit together one of these days. One of these days. I'm gonna sit at the welcome table. I'm gonna sit at the welcome table one of these days. I'm gonna sit at the welcome table. Gonna sit at the welcome table one of these days. One of these days. I'm gonna sit at the welcome table one of these
Good job, Louisiana Lori. We're going to get Bobby up here. This beautiful song is called The Arm of God.
He's good. The story of the holy prophet is stronger than the law of man. For God would take this world and crush it
with just one arm, just one hand. The arm of God is always with you and will be with you where you go. If in your heart you love your Maker, the arm of God will always show. God is your guide, your gracious Maker. Why don't you trust His mighty arm? He'll rule the universe forever, and He'll save you from the devil's charm. The arm of God is always with you and will be with you when you go. If in your heart you love your Maker, the arm of God will always show. The arm of God is always with you and will be with you where you go. If in your heart you love your Maker, the arm of God will always show.
Good job, Bobby. This is my Dolly Parton song.
Oh, is she here?
She's in the back.
Dolly, don't leave. You gotta say
She's got on her Dallas Cowboy cheerleading suit on tonight. Does she not look good for a 70-year-old woman? Wow. 77? We're in the key of F.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah.
Excuse me.
He changed the last one.
Well, I'll be home with bells on. I'll be home with bells on. Trim the tree and wrap the presents. Turn the music way down loud. I'll be home with bells on. Well, I've traveled around this country, crossed the waters deep and wide, brought lots of friends and memories, brought joy to others' lives. It's Christmas time again, another year has come and gone. I can't wait, I'm wondering how the old folks are at home. Well, I'll be home with bells on. I'll be home with bells on. Trim the tree and wrap the present, turn the Christmas music on. This Christmas I'll be home with bells on. When the snow is on the meadow and the sleigh bells jingle bright, and the kids are singing jingle bells round the Christmas lights, as Daddy stokes the fire and Mama puts the turkey on, there's nothing gonna slow me down. This Christmas I'll be home. Well, I'll be home with bells on. I'll be home with bells on. Trim the tree and wrap the present, turn the Christmas music on. Well, I'll be home with bells on. One more time. Well, I'll be home with bells on. I'll be home with bells on. Trim the tree and wrap the present, turn the Christmas music on. This Christmas I'll be home with bells on. Well, this Christmas I'll be home with bells on. That was my Dolly song. We're gonna get Harold. Oh, this is a good song right here. Where the roses never fade. We're going to get Uncle Miles up here to sing one for you. What key is this in? F?
Man in the middle.
Okay.
This is one called Man in the Middle. Well, his name's not Lori either.
Three men on a mountain up on Calvary, and the man in the middle was Jesus. He died for you and me. Well, the man on the left was the sinner man, tied to the cross he bled. He could have been forgiven, but he mocked the Lord instead. You say you are the Son of God, they nailed you to a tree. Come down and save us, if God will following. Three men on a mountain up on Calvary, and the man in the middle was Jesus. He died for you and me. Well, the man on the right was a sinner too, but he was sorry for his sins. He begged the Lord's forgiveness, and Jesus said to him, fear not, this earthly death. Before this day is over, shalt thou be with me in paradise on heaven's golden shore. Three men on a mountain up on Calvary, and the man in the middle was Jesus. He died for you and me. Three men on a mountain up on Calvary, and the man in the middle was Jesus. He died for you and me. And the man in the middle was Jesus. He died for you and me.
Good job, Uncle Miles. Well, we've had a Dolly song. Now we're going to have an Elvis song.
All righty.
Well, I'm tired and I'm weary, but I must go along till the Lord comes to call me away alone, where the land is so bright and the Lamb is the light, and the night is as fair as the sea. Oh yes, and there will be peace in the valley for me someday. There will be peace in the valley for me. Oh Lord, I pray there'll be no sadness, no sorrow, no trouble I see. There will be peace in the valley for me. Oh, now the bear will be gentle, and the wolf will be tame, and the lion shall lay down by the lamb, and the beast from the wild shall be led by a child, and I will be changed from this creature that I am, and there will be peace in the valley for me someday. There will be peace in the valley for me. Oh Lord, I pray. There'll be no sadness, no sorrow, no trouble I see. There will be peace in the valley for me someday. There will be peace in the valley for me.
Thank you, Bobby. Scotty, come here, let's sing a song. I'll sing the first verse, you sing the last.
What are you singing?
Poor rich man. Poor rich man. What is it? B minor.
Before you go to the C, hit the B minor.
What's the song?
Utilized.
What was that?
Right over here on this mic.
B minor.
E, George. I'm kind of homesick for a country to which I've never been before. No sad goodbye will there be spoken, and time won't matter anymore. Beulah land, I'm longing for you, and someday on thee I'll stand. There my home shall be eternal. Beulah land, sweet Beulah land. I'm looking now across the river to where my faith is gonna end in don't quit on me, guys. There's just a few
Thank you, sir.
more days to labor, and I will take my heavenly flight. Beulah land, I'm longing for you, and someday on thee I'll stand. There my home shall be eternal. Beulah land, sweet Beulah land. Beulah land, I'm longing for you, and someday on thee I'll stand. There my home shall be eternal. Beulah land, sweet Beulah land. To Beulah land, sweet Beulah land. got a home in the sky that money can't buy. I'm a poor rich man. I've got a home to go. I'm glad to know that I'm a poor rich man. I'm a poor rich man. I'm a poor rich man. Oh, you see, it really happened to me. I'm a millionaire. But I got a lot more than the rich folks that I know. I've got a home in the sky that money can